chance of scoring a hat-trick, so Karim Benzema could score the penalty, and it was a goal that the Frenchman really deserved to score after some brilliant performances recently.
Well, he did. He gave a superb assist as well in that game with a little back flick, Karim Benzema. And yes, I mean, Zinedine Zidane wants to see those three players, especially in the whole team. He always will talk about the whole team, and will mean that Zinedine Zidane will have to play a strong side.
Madridistas, if you're just joining us now, a reminder, this is live, exclusive coverage of Real Madrid's final training session before they face Getafe on Saturday evening at the Santiago Bernabeu at 8:45 Central European time. Later on, at around 1 o'clock, sometimes before, Zinedine Zidane will be speaking to the press, and we'll have that in English for you here on Real Madrid TV, so don't miss that for all the managers' pre-match thoughts. And then on match day, we'll be live from the Bernabeu. That's from 8:05 Central European time. We'll have all the latest team news, the lineups and all the build-up for you. So lots coming up on Real Madrid TV for you.
Bring you later on Real Madrid TV.
And of course, Cristiano Ronaldo didn't feature 7 consecutive games against Getafe, so if he's playing, he'll be looking to get on the score sheet, as does Karim Benzema.
For this game against Getafe, he'd obviously love to go into the game in Paris with the BBC, if he possibly can, with Bale, Benzema and Cristiano. It's just a case of, again, what's been Zinedine Zidane's job and what he's done best since to be lining up in the starting 11 on Saturday night in the Santiago Bernabeu, because you would expect them all to be ready there, or to be playing on Tuesday in Paris, and thus a couple of them you would expect to be 7 days. So that grass getting plenty of rain on it, and those players, well, they're keeping warm in the warm-up, and they'll go off for a trot, and it won't be too strenuous training session this morning for these players.
Of course, they slipped up midweek, but I think the team's in a good place. As you can see, the spirits are high, and they certainly look focused and ready to go, and I think they're ready for Tuesday night.
I think they are, and I think part of the focus has been on this return game in Paris after getting such a good result in the first leg, and that is just seasons ago. They came back up last summer, and along with Girona and Alaves, who they came up with, all three of them are having a very good season. Getafe just south of the Spanish capital, of 15 when and how to rotate your squad and keep players fresh, keep players interested, and keep players on their toes and ready to play in every match. It'll just be interesting to know how much these players know about who's playing tomorrow night at this moment in time, and when they do actually get told if they're playing or if they're going to be rested, or whether that decision has already been made and already been transmitted to the players. They're training on a Friday morning. We're about we're less than 36 hours away from kick-off against Getafe in the Santiago Bernabeu. It would be interesting to know how many of these players know exactly what's going to happen themselves on Saturday evening, but of course that's something we're never privy to. Maybe it's a meeting after he's spoken to the press. Maybe it's a meeting after this training session before he speaks to the press. But I'm sure we'll see some interesting names in that starting lineup. It won't be, personally, I don't think it will be a full team.